creature was not caught on camera, no one would believe it exists. Number 10. Tentacle trailing sea creature. In July 2022, deep-sea researchers in the Pacific Ocean were shocked to see an alien-looking tentacle creature following them. The weird creature, looking like some bulbous plant species with a stalk, was recorded on film by the students aboard the EV Nautilus, a research vessel used by the Ocean Exploration Trust. The creature was described as mind-blowing by the scientists, as nothing like it had ever been seen before in the deep sea. The creature's tentacles extended almost 16 inches long. It had a stalk that was a massive 7 feet long and was spotted at a depth of around 9,800 feet below the surface in an unexplored region of Johnston Atoll, off the coast of western Hawaii. At first, the scientists thought that it might be a Solemnolula monocephalus, also known as a sea pen, but such creatures are only found in the Atlantic and Indian Ocean, which means this was a new species. Number 9. Goblin shark. Swimming underwater, you don't want to come across a goblin shark, one of the most nightmarish creatures in the deep. Check out a few of these strange and elusive species captured on video. Every one of them looks creepy as hell, and that's because they may be small, but have a mouth and teeth that look like they can mince your hand in seconds. The goblin shark also looks alien-like and lives at depths of 4,260 feet below the surface. Almost blind, its enlarged snout is full of electroreceptors that helps it to detect prey. Goblin sharks might also look extremely frightening, but they're actually harmless to humans and move pretty slowly too. However, their jaws move at lightning fast speed at 10 feet per second, making it the fastest jaw movement of any fish. They extend out of the shark's mouth to capture prey, and once the prey is caught, the jaws return back into the shark's mouth and the prey is swallowed. Number 8. Venezuelan poodle moth. The Venezuelan poodle moth is a freaky looking creature which you will be forgiven for thinking is a product of Photoshop. You have to admit it is awfully adorable. The Venezuelan poodle moth is a new species of moth first discovered in 2009 by Dr. Arthur Anker of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, during an exploration of the Gran Sabana region of Venezuela. While it is usually confused with similar looking moths like the Bombyx mori, it is a different species. The furry looking creature was found to be around just 1 inch in length. Till today, not much is known about the poodle moth, which has never been seen again. That is why scientists find it hard to prove its existence, and many regard it as a hoax. Number 7. Chinese dragon. Did people in China finally discover evidence that dragons existed? In 2017, locals from Zhangjiakou City in China's northern Hebei province stumbled upon the skeletal remains of a monstrous creature they believe could have been a dragon. Video footage shows the remains of a 60-foot skeleton that consists of a huge skull, 2 small arms, and a spine extending a long way across the grass. It was never confirmed if the creature was a dinosaur or a dragon, but some feel it may have been intentionally placed there as a movie prop. What do you think? Number 6. Wolffish. Here is another little monstrous looking fish that resides in the deep. The Atlantic wolffish looks bizarre with its huge head and sharp teeth designed for crushing crustaceans, which it feeds on all day long. Wolffish, like the ones in the video, resides in the depths of 1,600 feet, but every so often they come up to more shallow areas, which is when they're hunted by humans. Yes, although the wolffish looks ghastly for the people in the Arctic and Iceland especially, it is considered a delicacy whose flavor is regarded as mouth-watering. Wolffish are solitary creatures native to the waters of the North Atlantic. Their cone-shaped fang teeth are their standout feature, making them look like some beastly predator of the deep, but in truth, they actually aren't that bad. If you find yourself in Iceland, make sure to savor the taste of a wolffish. Ask Icelanders, they'll tell you that it's an awesome treat. Number 5. Aye. Check out Adri and Elphaba. These weird looking animals are called aye-ayes. The aye-aye rightly qualifies as one of the strangest creatures on Earth. A type of cute looking lemurs, aye-ayes are found only in Madagascar. They're known for their weird features that include their bulging eyes, enormous ears, tufts of hair, rodent-like teeth that never stop growing, and a distinctive thin middle finger. The aye-aye is the biggest nocturnal primate in the world and hunts food by tapping on trees to locate grub. It then gnaws a small hole in the wood with its forward slanting incisors and removes them with its slender middle finger. Because of their native location, aye-ayes are seldom kept in zoos. However, in 2015, San Diego Zoo became the proud owner of Fady, an aye-aye born in captivity. Sadly, aye-ayes have been hunted to near extinction because locals believe spotting one is a bad omen. Number 4. Axolotl. Also known as the Mexican walking fish, the axolotl is one of the most unique amphibians in the world. Axolotls are cherished both by the scientific community and by the general public as pets. Despite being almost extinct in their native Mexico, axolotls are neotenic amphibians, which means, even as adults, they retain their juvenile gill features. Axolotls have an amazing ability; they can virtually regenerate all their physical parts. If axolotls remain in shallow water for extended periods of time, their gills may be absorbed and they will begin to breathe with their lungs on land. However, if axolotls spend a significant amount of time in deep water, they will retain their gills for the remainder of their life, or until they relocate to shallow water for a longer time. Number 3. Frigate bird. Is this a bird? Well, if it is, it certainly looks like that red balloon of a chest is about to pop. But hey, you know what? It won't, because this is the very unusual frigate bird blowing up its chest trying to attract a female during its mating ritual. Frigate birds are a family of blackbirds with enormous beaks and enormous gular pouches on the males. The 5 species consist of a number of superlatives, including the majestic, great, and lesser frigate birds, as well as the Christmas and Ascension frigate birds. This weird-looking bird lives up to its reputation mostly because of the giant, bright red gular pouch that seems to make up most of its body. While frigate birds may look awesome and exotic, their behavior is ew. They're notorious for making other birds regurgitate their food so that they can feast on it. Number 2. Baby red crabs. The Christmas Island crab migration is a sight to behold. It is a time when roads, streets, and beaches are carpeted by swarms of red baby crabs making their way to the ocean. Christmas Island is a small territory in the Indian Ocean close to Indonesia. It has a small population of approximately 2,000 people, but around 50 million crabs call it home. Every winter, female ruby red crabs crawl from the forest to the ocean to spawn. Once the baby crabs are born, the tiny critters make the arduous 9-day journey back to the forest. The back and forth march of these critters is a real spectacle, with large swathes of land and beach covered by a moving red carpet of crabs. Wildlife experts describe it as one of the greatest migrations in the world. Number 1. Giant croc. Check out our thumbnail image of this monster croc captured in Zimbabwe, a country famous for Zambezi croc tours. The Zambezi River is considered one of the world's deadliest rivers, inhabited by predatory animals, hippos, and crocodiles infesting its waters. But if you thought these were big, wait till you see the Dominator down under. As crocodile tours go, nothing can beat the land down under, where Aussie croc tours bring you up close to real monster crocodiles who can even leap several feet in the air. One such croc, and a very famous one, is the Dominator, often seen in the circuits. Crocodile tours in Australia can creep you out because of the close proximity of these beasts looking for a handout. So just be sure never to lurk out of the boat, because you'll be giving these guys a handout, literally.